What's up?
Hello, everybody.
So, like, I'm off
We're
punishment from,
we're back.
yeah, I'm off punishment from Facebook. So, here we are. Uh, welcome, welcome, welcome. Um, how was your week, Wendy?
Girl, tiring.
Same.
I had to teach. I'm in the stages of teaching the boy to drive, but he's going to go to driving school.
I'm just saying, because
I'm
the
like,
way my blood pressure and patience is set up, I can't.
I'm like, Lord Jesus. I'm like, this is the only car I have, Father God, in Jesus' name. And he like, Mama, I got it, Mama. I got it, Mama.
But you
I'm
don't.
like, you don't. But you know what? Today gotten good because Steelers lost.
Got you.
Them Raiders beat them Steelers.
Lord God.
Raiders, you had one job to do and you did it. Thank you.
Yeah. Well, I am. Yeah, my week. I got a couple of gripes a little later on that I'll talk about. Other than that, I ripping and
Hmm.
running as normal per usual. The kid had his first football game. It did not go well for them.
Oh,
It
did
did.
you get the Capri Suns?
Yeah, I had to go to Kroger to get the Capri Sun. So next week I have to see what I'm gonna need to do. I'm probably just gonna go to Kroger again and get the Capri Sun for next week. But
Hmm.
yeah, being team mom ain't fun neither. All right.
Okay, did you sign yourself up for that or did somebody volunteer you?
It was a little bit of both. I was a teen mom last year. It really wasn't a problem for me to do it, but we also had like other parents jump in and help out. So I wasn't doing them all the time. I did tell them I was doing it the first two Saturdays, and then after that, I'm gonna pray for y'all. So I like doing stuff like that because I like being involved in my kids' stuff, but I can't do it all the time. So they gonna have to pitch in. They need to understand and know.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not built of money, but I enjoyed it. I like the kids were appreciative of getting their snacks after the game. The coaches enjoyed the snacks and the drink. So I was okay.
Okay.
I was okay. All right, here we go. Here we go. Here we go. We're gonna get this party started with the shine. I did 3 shine stories today. The
I
first
see.
story is a father daughter duo. I tried to get a better picture. I really, really did. Theo James and his daughter Nisa Williams were who is 17 by the way. They're a father daughter art duo here in Memphis. They were commissioned to do the mural on the north side of the Mid South Coliseum building. I literally want to go see this up in person up front,
Mm-hmm.
but they were commissioned to do it and they did, and they did an excellent job. I think this is amazing. Father and daughter duo doing this together. And the fact that dad is interested in art and daughter took an interest in art as well, I thought that was really, really cool. He is a part of I want to say, the Memphis Arts Commission. If I'm not mistaken, I could be very, very wrong. But they commissioned him and his daughter to do this project. They did it. They did an excellent job. So if you guys are over like in the Tiger Lane or Fairgrounds area and you see this beautiful mural on the north side of the Mid South Coliseum, which we don't use anymore, by the way,
Mm-hmm.
make sure you guys check it out. Shout out to Theo. Shout out to Nisa. Awesome job. Amazing. I'm super excited that we get to enjoy and experience your talent. All right. We talked about Maia Chaka being the first African American female to be a referee in the NFL. She officiated her first game. I did not watch it, but I heard she did an excellent job. She did her thug thizzle as a referee, so I'm excited. She is the first African American woman to be selected as a referee in the NFL. So this is amazing. They're doing groundbreaking things in the NFL. They're doing groundbreaking things um, um, there as far as allowing people to exhibit their talents. And we don't have very many. I think they do have maybe one other female referee in the game, who is white. But she's a female, and of course, NFL, NBA, all of those sports are male dominated. And so she's getting out there, she's doing her thing. So shout out to Maia. Keep doing your thug thizzle. We're proud of you.
Yeah, girl.
Now let me tell you about this brother right here. I tried to get a better picture of him too.
Please, girl,
Imagine,
because I thought that was Chris from Married at First Sight.
it is not okay. No, and I promise to try to not to do no more stories on that idiot. Emmanuel Ho is a commentator on Fox Sports. Um, he also went to the Creative Arts Emmys, which is the Emmy kind of sort of a pre-Emmy program before the actual ceremony, which is tonight, by the way. Make sure you guys check it out on ABC, 7 o'clock, hosted by Anthony Anderson. That's gonna be interesting and probably very funny. But Emmanuel is a commentator on Fox Sports, and the suits that he wore to the ceremony, you see, it looks like writing on his suit. Well, guess what? They are the names of the individuals or the people who died at the hands of police brutality. So he has George Floyd's name on there, Elijah McClain. He has the young lady in Kentucky. He has all of the names of the individuals who have died as a result of police brutality. So it's a very nice suit. I think it's Armani, if I'm not mistaken. And he got it custom made with all the names on there. So I thought that was good. I thought that was noble and admirable. I think he also won the Emmy for whatever category he was in. I have to go back and research. And when we talk about the Emmys, we'll talk about the awards that were won at that point in time. We do know that Daddy Uncle George, aka Courtney B. Vance, did win for a guest starring role on Lovecraft Country, and Lovecraft Country also won, I think, a creative Emmy.
So they already had the primetime Emmys.
No, the prime time. So remember, because they can't show all of the awards on the primetime Emmys comes on tonight. But remember, they can't show all of the categories because it would be like a 5-6 hour program. So they have a pre-show. So they had a pre-show last weekend. So
which I probably wouldn't mind that.
Huh?
I would want to see everybody, all the categories.
Everybody's gonna go. Everybody will probably walk the red carpet and stuff tonight. But they had those, awards already. So of course, Lovecraft Country got nominated for 18 awards. They've already won. Excuse me. They've already won 2.
Bless you.
Thank you.
Hold on. What channel is it coming on? Do you know?
ABC, hosted by Anthony Anderson.
Nope. It's on CBS.
Is it CBS? Why I thought it was ABC? Well, Anthony Anderson is hosting. I know that. So
I'm recording it. I'm recording it so I can watch it.
We gotta watch it. Yeah. Okay. So we'll talk about it. We'll talk about who won. But Lovecraft Country has already won 2 of the 18 awards that they were nominated for. Courtney B. Vance, and then I think they had some type of creative award. I don't know if it was costume design or what, but they've already won 2 awards. So I hope they take the rest of. There are some pretty good shows up for nomination.
Bless your child.
I don't know why I'm sneezing, Jesus. Why Jesus? But they're up for the awards. So I'm hoping and praying they take it. I'm especially interested in seeing what happens with the category with Michael K. Williams. I'm definitely interested in seeing what happens with the writing of the show, that sort of thing. I want to see those awards happen for Lovecraft Country because, of course, HBO dumped the show. So here we are. All right, reality time. Hold your horses.
Okay, so this is my thing with this. Okay. First, we got a thing saying that she's been tested positive for COVID.
She did test positive for COVID-19.
Right.
Okay.
Now we get the thing that she's been voluntarily admitted into the psychiatric ward.
So let's talk about this. I don't know if Wendy has gotten vaccinated. I don't know what her feelings are on the vaccination. I do think that I do see her kind of going off the deep end
Of
if she
course,
found out that she got COVID-19 because she has pre-existing conditions.
right. Okay, but then and then another thing, she lost her mama. Then the stuff with her ex-husband and stuff
Right,
like that.
right.
Um, so, but I'm like, okay, honey, is it
Her,
time for you to say goodbye to the Wendy Williams show
it may be they
and
have
to
delayed
take
it to
to October 4th,
to October the 4th.
my
Uh,
boo boo 16th birthday?
oh wow. So they
Hmm.
did push it back till then. So I don't know how this is gonna. Oh stop. Oh stop. Um. So they did push it back until then. So we'll see what happens. I hope she gets better. I hope she recovers well. Um. I think I would probably freak out too with everything that she has going on. And I think that's what happened. That's really honestly what I think happened. She totally freaked out because she found out she had COVID-19. Just my thoughts behind it. But I do hope you get better. I do hope you're able to go back to the show on October 4th. Um, speedy recovery.
Mhm.
I don't know what I'm allergic to in here. I'm sneezing like crazy. I put one of the kids out. Okay. You know I don't watch this show. But I
Hold
thought it
on.
was interesting that
Hold on.
they are not having a reunion for the Real
Oh
Housewives.
yeah. And then people are blaming Ebony. I'm not blaming Ebony for this. I believe that the season would have been more boring if
The
Ebony was
reunion.
on there.
I don't think did New York even have any interesting things to talk about on there for real.
Not really. They didn't. But Ebony being the only black woman on there, she wanted to let them know, okay, I just think, sometimes Ebony was overdoing too
She probably
much.
was. I believe you. I believe that.
And trying to always explain black culture and stuff like that. Okay, honey. If they were interested, they would really want to know.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you got Ramona that's in the middle, Luann that's on the right side, and Sonia that's on the left side. Ramona is the last OG.
Right. Because that name has.
Right. And
Yeah.
so it's just time probably to get new, replace one of them, make them friends to the show, whatever. Cause it's just
They need to take up basically.
it's redundant.
I got you. You know what though? Who did better? Um do you think it was
Sorry.
better when what's her name? Bethany
Bethany.
was on the show. It
They
was
need Bethany back. They need Dorinda back.
okay.
And they need to make Ramona friend to the show and Luann friend to the show. Sonia needs to go to Betty Ford.
Oh wow.
She just
Okay.
need to go to Betty Ford because when she gets drunk,
It's out.
it's just a hot mess.
Yeah. I guess I can see that from the little I've seen of the season.
And the problem with Ramona, her white privilege is just so apparent. Her and Luann, the
Yeah.
white privilege is so apparent, so they don't get it.
Totally completely understandable.
But I'm glad that Ebony, the man she thought that was her father who passed, is not her father.
Oh
And
wow.
she was able to find her real father. And she has sisters and everything. So I'm glad that she was able to not only get like closure, but also meet her dad.
Okay, well that's good.
Hold on one second.
Okay.
Can you
All
hear the
right.
background?
Not really.
Okay.
I'll let you know if I can hear it. Trust me. Uh, So that's great. So no reunion. I hate that because that would have been Ebony's first reunion. I would have loved to have seen some things addressed because I know she alluded to some things being addressed at the reunion based on us watching the the show. um, so that's gonna be interesting. Um, Now let me say this about this child right here, Falynn, whatever her last name is now, got on her Instagram live this past week and kind of told on herself. Falynn said when she and Simon were together, she was pregnant. Then she found out that Simon couldn't have kids. And so she was glad she was not pregnant by Simon, which tells me further that you were cheating on Simon. Now, if Simon was cheating on you, he ain't admitted to nothing. He ain't admitted to or denied cheating on you. He's not ever answered that question. But it seems like time and time again, everything that Simon has said about Falynn has been true.
And so with this, are we talking about that later? Right? Okay, never mind. I think we're talking about that later. Okay. Yeah. Okay, go ahead. I'll wait until they comment until we talk about
that's
that.
That's fine. So what is baffling to me is that she keeps. I'm tired of this story. Literally sick of it. I do not care who you have a baby by now. I literally don't care, what happened between you and Simon, what's going on between Simon and Poor. I don't care anymore. She keeps every opportunity. At first, I felt sorry for you. I don't feel sorry for you anymore because apparently you were doing whatever dirt you were doing as well. Because
right,
a lot of
you're not the innocent victim in all of this.
You're not the victim in this story. You're not. I mean, I don't think that. I will say that I don't know that Portia was not already dealing with Simon before they got together, but I will say that Falynn, you did some stuff, and a lot of stuff she accused Simon of. It seems like you are the culprit, and Simon said you were cheating on him. And let me say this: I don't know that she said that Simon had a vasectomy or not, but I feel like Simon went and got a vasectomy just to be petty to prove that this girl was cheating on him. That's the only thing I come up with because they found out it was impossible for him to produce any more kids. So a lot of people were saying, well, that's because he's out here cheating and doing this and doing that. I said, no, you don't all of a sudden stop being able to produce from cheating and being with different people. No. No. That's not how that goes. So I need Falynn to stop. Please. We don't care anymore. Have your baby by Jalen and do your thug this. And if it wasn't with Jalen, who were you cheating with? That's what I want to know. So who were you pregnant by when you thought you were pregnant by Simon? That's the other thing. But I don't care anymore. Just stop talking about it. I don't know if you're trying to get on Real Housewives of Atlanta. Not sure. But yeah, I need this to stop. It's just a train wreck that just won't stop. The train has not hit enough stuff to stop. You know what I'm saying? It has not gone off the rails just yet. It continues and continues. Real Housewives of Atlanta cash shakeup. Okay, so the rumors were at first,
the king got fired.
Was fired.
Yeah.
And everybody completely seemed emphatic that Cynthia was gone. But then the rumor was that Kenya was gone and was going to be on Dancing with the Stars, which I don't know how she can't do both. And then the new rumor this week is that Portia was gone and that Sheree was definitely back in the mix. I have not heard anything more about Marlo getting her peach finally, but I did hear that Portia was gone. Well, Portia sent her people to say, no, I ain't going nowhere. I don't know if they're still negotiating her contract. There was a website, Tamara Tattles, that stated that Portia had already signed her contract for Real Housewives of Atlanta. And that Cynthia was out, Sheree was in, Marlo was in, Candy, Drew. Those were people who were in, and then we were gonna see some cameos from some previous housewives, like Lisa Wu. Um, uh, uh, I can't think of any other previous people right now. Lisa Wu was one. Sheree was gonna be a main cast member again. Possibly Deshaun Snow, and then just a couple of other little faces.
The other ones that I can think of is girl who was on the BET show, Shamari.
I don't think Shamari wanted to come. I think Shamari was good, but Shamari, when they asked Shamari to come back for the next season, Shamari did not come back. Shamari had an interesting storyline. To me, she did.
And the other person, hold on, Eva, probably Eva.
I don't, and I don't want Eva.
I'm just thinking about all of the housewives.
Yeah, I don't want.
Oh, and then Phaedra. Those are the only ones that I can think about.
Phaedra was a name that was tossed around. The issue with Phaedra was Candy. Candy was the issue with Phaedra. Because Candy and Phaedra are not in a good place still, even though Candy has capitalized off of said rumor that Phaedra, quote unquote, spread it on Real Housewives of Atlanta. So we don't know what's happening. We heard that they were starting to tape. Now we've heard that the taping was delayed. Of course, Real Housewives of Atlanta is scheduled or slated to be released in 2022. What is wrong with you?
There's a barricade like right around the corner from where I live. A police barricade.
Oh my God.
Go ahead. Okay.
So we will see what happens with this. But Portia says she's not going anywhere. Portia's spinoff is slated to premiere soon. I think I want to say before the end of this year. Don't quote me on that. And then OLG is also supposed to be premiering. My understanding, they're reshooting some scenes from OLG because I heard that OLG did record during the pandemic. And they had actually already had that in the works. But now I'm hearing that they are recording. Candy's also on tour right now. So I think Candy has a little bit of a little storyline going on. I don't care about Kenya's divorce.
Because it kind of feel like the Walter situation again with me.
It really does scream Walter, except she actually did get married, but it does scream Walter. It really does. By the way, Cynthia, Marlo, Lamar Odom, one other person, I'm missing somebody, was with Nene at the Lenithia Club this past weekend. So a lot of people.
I just posted it on our whatchamacallit.
Did you?
On
okay.
Our page.
So a lot of people were asking where Cynthia was during the memorial for Greg. It seems like no love has been lost. She was there. Looks like the surgery has paid off for Marlo too. She looks amazing. That girl want to be naked everywhere she go. Oh my God. But yeah, so we finally saw that support and everything. Nene did make a post about her new normal and how she's adjusting, how she's having good days and bad days, and rightfully so.
It's don't be expected. The first year is the hardest.
Yeah. And she's having to push through and probably having to put a smile on her face when she doesn't want to smile. It's a lot. I imagine it's a lot. So I simply pray for her. I know it's hard for her because that man supported her regardless, always had her back regardless. So my heart definitely goes out to her. We'll see what happens with RHOA with their cash shakeup and kind of see where things go, what lands.
I said, if you know what, Oh, DJ Witchy Sky, excuse me about that, you guys. He had posted this stuff that, Portia may not be returning and everything. Then, of course, he asked, comment who you would like to see back, who would you like to see on the show. So I put in Fallon's name. I did. I said Fallon's name, and they was like, "Oh, she's boring." I said, "Even though she's boring, her line is very interesting because she's gonna give her side of the story about what happened between Portia and Simon and her divorce and all that kind of
I
stuff."
don't think they're going to do that simply
I
because
know,
I think that Portia is the bigger fish in this situation. You know what I'm saying? Portia is, in a sense, not an OG, but she is an OG because she's been on there for many seasons now. Um, um, and she has been holding it down. So if Portia's on there, I doubt they're gonna have Fallon on there. Now the rumor is that the reason why Portia is considering not coming back is because she don't want to have to deal with the backlash from other housewives. She and Marlo are not in a good place. She and Kenya are not in a good place, and then she and Candy, it's up and down. One day they're good, the next day we never know. So she don't want the backlash because of the optics and how it looks with between because she's with Simon now, basically.
right?
So we'll just I guess we'll just have to see. Um if I did that and I was in that position, if I were Portia, I would definitely ask for more money because my storyline, compared to everybody else's storyline, carries a whole lot more weight. In that sense, but hey, who knows what is gonna happen or what's gonna go down? So we shall see.
Mm-hmm.
All right, the Met Gala. It happened this week. I tried to get individual pictures. It wasn't gonna work out for me. Let me tell you whose looks I loved. I loved the Mun's look. This was amazing.
Which
I
one is
did.
that?
This is the one right here.
Oh, you say Iman? Okay, in the
Iman,
middle.
right? Iman. Yes.
You got Colin Sun Goddess. I
Yes.
call it the Sun Goddess.
Correct. I like Mary J. Blige. She always comes with
Now,
her
which
pretty.
one is Mary J.
Mary
Blige?
J
Because
is
it's
right
small.
here in the gold in the
Right
elevator.
here,
Yeah,
below Sierra.
below Sierra. Yes. Um,
Billie Eilish, she's the one that really shocked me the most
and where's
because
Billy?
the one that's
Right here.
the one on the other side
Right
with
here. Next to Rihanna.
uh-huh.
I didn't realize that was her.
Mm-hmm.
So the thing was in America. So they basically did like American styles or replicated American styles. I like Sierra's. I thought it was cute. She did a tribute to her husband,
Her
kind of.
husband,
Yeah.
even in the midst of the rumors, which I do not
The
believe.
rumors aren't true. That's why I didn't even do that. Those rumors were about his teammate Richard Sherman. It was not about him at all. I don't know how y'all put Russell Simmons, Russell Westbrook in the middle of that because it was not true. Richard Sherman, which explains a whole lot about his outburst that we saw and that took place in the media a few months ago, where he had that really really bad nervous breakdown. Um, we didn't know what had happened. We didn't know why he went off the rails the way that he did. I don't know why my shields are just Lord. I'm shooting a podcast. Okay, I'm sorry. Um, so I never believed those rumors to begin with. I don't love Rihanna and dude's look. I can't remember his name right now. It'll come to me, the rapper.
Her baby daddy.
I don't think that girl pregnant.
Do you see the recent pictures
I have not.
with her belly?
I have not. But they said she was pregnant before when she put on the little weight. So I have not. I haven't seen pictures with her belly. If she's pregnant, congratulations to her. But I haven't seen it. And she's a billionaire. She can afford the baby. So I'm not.
Right, right. Let me see if I can find it because
Okay,
I
you
saw it.
send it to me, but I haven't seen it. I have not. I saw her pose with Nicki Minaj and her husband and baby and dude, and I again I haven't seen it, but hey.
Okay.
But yes, it was a glorious evening. There was some hits and misses, but actually, it really wasn't misses because a lot of people were replicating previous styles from previous designers. And what you guys have to understand is high fashion is a thing that probably goes beyond what we are used to. A lot of us aren't used to seeing the high fashion things in our period. Period, poo. We're not. A lot of people channeled the 70s style, which is a style that kind of went through. Um
Okay. I'm sorry. Dang it. I like Gabrielle Union's dress, but she had to do something better with that hair.
yeah, that hair was not cool. I did not. I wasn't cool with that. Now, there was a funny video where after the Met Gala, Gabby and Regina King were walking out of the hotel, I guess where they got ready for the Met Gala, because they were going out on night on the town. They're hanging out, they're girls. And Regina had slipped, and Gabrielle just held on, just stuck a hand out ever so gracefully to catch La Mama. And they just kept walking like did nothing happen. It was so funny though. Regina was cracking up. Gabrielle didn't even know what was going on, but she grabbed her and she got her. Come on, girl, let's go. It was pretty cute. I thought that was amazing. Yeah, I didn't love the hair. I didn't love the hair at all. Did not. Period, poo. I did not. Um, but people brought, like I said, they replicated these high fashion um situations. And people had they you had to kind of do a little research to see what was what. A lot of people still didn't like it. Again, high fashion, darling, high fashion. So, the Met Gala. So this happened. I watched performances because you know how I feel about certain award show. Um,
Girl, I'm sorry, but Little Nas copy look the way they talking about him looking like Randy Williams on the was it Coming to America? But they ain't lying though.
he does. He does look like Randy Watson from Sexual
When
Chocolate.
yeah, Watson. I knew it was a W. I
It's
said
Randy Watson from Sexual Chocolate. I yeah, he did look like Randy Watson.
I didn't like
Um,
Chloe's dress on
I
the
was
red
not
carpet.
crazy about Chloe's dress on the red carpet, but I did love her look for her performance. It was amazing. That was her debut
And
performance.
and then also I like Chloe and Hallie's look at the Met's Gala
I
ball.
did. I love that look at the Met Gala. I
That
did
pink
love that.
that Hallie had on, I was like, yes, honey.
Hmm. I did love that. Normani and Chloe's performances were great. Like I said, I'm not crazy about Normani's song. I really felt like it should have been something different, Jesus. But I'm not the creative that's choosing, her first singles and all that stuff. Um, but she did a great performance. She had Tiana Taylor at the end of the performance. They did like kind of like a little tribute to Janet Jackson. Chloe did an awesome job. She had such a rush for her performance. It was
Hmm.
amazing. I heard that Lil Nas X's performance was good. I didn't see it.
I saw it.
You did.
I saw it. It saddened me. It saddened me
Why did it sadden you?
to see all them fine men, but they gay.
I mean, gay people have to have fine people too.
I mean, believe us some.
They supposed to be ugly. Oh,
No, but I'm like, but damn, it's a waste. I'm like, oh
it
man.
ain't a waste for some. It's a waste for us, but it's not a waste for them. Shout
Right,
out
I
to
understand it.
you
But
know.
it was an interesting performance. And this time he didn't have no wardrobe
Malfunction.
malfunction like
Yeah,
he did at Saturday Night Live when he was trying to yeah,
the
his
song "Industry Baby," actually, that video he raised money for prison reform. So let me say this: everybody has a problem with Lil Nas X, but Lil Nas X, y'all got, and I talked about this last week. Y'all got issues with the way he's doing his thing, and I he's doing it for a reason. He's doing it to gain attention. so people can donate money to whatever cause. And I think whatever he does, he gonna get some money for it. Just case in point, them devil shoes. Look, and Nike said, I don't know. Nope. he sold out of them shoes like in a matter of an hour. People bought them shoes for $666. They bought them. You know, so he has.
No, it was like $1,100. It wasn't 600. He had 666 pairs.
Okay, $1,100, 666 pairs. I'm sorry. He made that $600,000 in a matter of minutes. An hour, if I'm not mistaken, they sold out. He had to give everybody their money back. But he knows that he has influence. So he's raised money for people to get things for their babies with the pregnancy photo. Everybody didn't realize what was going on. And it was metaphor for him giving birth to his album. Not only that, the industry baby song that he performed at the VMAs, from that video, he raised money for prison reform. So he's doing different things with his platform more than a lot of people who has had a platform for years are doing. Let me just put that out there right now. A lot of people got a problem with him because they feel like it's bad for their kids. Here is my other thing. We need to parent our children. You control what your kids watch and what your kids are exposed to. Yes, they got friends in school, but in your home, you can control what your kids are doing and have conversations with your kids about what they're watching, what they're seeing, all that stuff. So that's something that we need to take into consideration and take account of. That's all I'm saying about Lil Nas X. Doja Cat was the host of the VMAs. I do not know who she paid to get that job. I wasn't impressed from the things that I saw. Justin Bieber apparently won a whole bunch of awards because he did an R&B album, which he said it's, the Grammy said it's pop because he's a pop artist. But yeah, there you go. That was the VMAs in a nutshell. That's it. That's all. That's all I got for the VMA. Yeah. So this happened.
I did not watch that.
I didn't watch it. But let me say this. Ja Rule had some bops. I'm going to say that. He had a lot of hits. He did. He absolutely did. He ruled the late 90s and early to mid 2000s. They did that thing. And he had a whole lot of songs that he did. And they said that they played it. Fat Joe really wasn't a commercialized artist. We knew who Fat Joe was, but he wasn't like commercial like Ja Rule was.
Right. So you know what the next one is going to be, right?
What's the next one, child?
T.I. and Yo Gotti, I think.
Let me say this, y'all. We can go back outside for right now. Verzuz has served its purpose. It was interesting when they first did it. I'm over it now. I really am. Let me point out some things that took place at the Verzuz. So, from my understanding, in just going back and forth, the artists kind of the rap artists rather throw jabs at one another when they do their verses. And of course, Joe and Ja Rule have been friends for a ton of years. So they throwing jabs and going back and forth. Well, in the midst of that, Joe says, well, you got to get some dusty bitches to come and come out and help you win the verses. Then he also made a comment and said something about you got the bitches from the crack house to come and sing on your track. So after those statements were made, Lil Mo, Vita, and Ashanti, if I'm not mistaken, all came out. Of course, Ashanti didn't think he was talking about her, but I think right before he made the comment, Lil Mo and Vita did a song with Ja Rule together that Lil Mo sang on back in the day. Vita rapped on, if I'm not mistaken, and they came out and they performed the song with Ja Rule. A lot of people didn't like that. He got dragged for filth. So he did an apology on Instagram. And Lil Mo was like, nah, dog. I need a genuine apology from you. Not no, I didn't mean anything by it. No, I need a genuine apology. He sent her roses and then he apologized again. I think he did a video apology that time. Remy Ma, who I like, but I feel like she should have stuck her nose out of this situation, was like, yo, he wasn't talking about you. He was playing, he ain't mean nothing by it. Like, you can't tell somebody how to feel about a comment or a statement that was made about you. You just can't. And Lil Mo told her, it's like, nah, baby, you can't tell me how to feel. I love you and all. And yeah, I do. I love Joe. But that comment shouldn't have been made. Because what other dusty bitches or crackhead bitches was he talking about? Like, those are the things.
Mm-hmm.
So you can't tell anybody how to feel when it comes to that. So I totally understood what she was saying. And I'm glad he did. I'm glad he didn't double down on the misogynism. You know what I'm saying? I'm glad he doubled down on them and be like, no, you know how rap guys are. They have egos. So I'm glad he did apologize, and I'm glad he didn't double down on the stupidity of it all. Another thing that, another thing. I just need my room put together, and I'm waiting on my laptop to come from Paul. He ain't said nothing about it yet. The other thing that was interesting was Nelly was on a song. I don't know if it was with Ja Rule or Fat Joe, but Nelly gave Ashanti a hug at the end, and everybody was like, "Ooh, Ashanti, why he hug you?" Blah 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 blah. Ashanti was like, "I don't know why he hugged me. I wasn't gonna be ugly and not hug him back." But she said I hadn't talked to him since we broke up. So they kept, Joe, Remy, Ashanti, and Ja Rule all did a live on Instagram live because Fat Joe stay on his Instagram live, and he was like, "Well, he's single now." She said, "But I'm not," and that was the end of that conversation right there. So they were trying to find out who she was dating. That's something she wasn't gonna tell, but I thought that was interesting. Nelly said the only reason why he hugged Ashanti because he didn't want it to be any weird energy. I was like, or you could have just not hugged her at all. You could have just went on about you could have spoke and went on about your business. But it is what it is. So that happened as well. So yeah, the verses. A lot of people said it was really nice verses. I'm sure they actually performed, which I kind of, if I have to watch a verses, I'm gonna be real. I like the performance ones a little bit better than I do them just listening to them. I do like that. Jadakiss, and Jadakiss and the Locks, they had a versus against Jim Jones and them. And Jadakiss and his crew came to perform, and the mother folks was like, okay, Dipset. That's who it was. It was the Locks versus Dipset, and the Locks came to perform, and Dipset did not. They came to just clown, and it showed. And it really, really opened a lot of people up to the talent that Jadakiss have. And I did not know he did a lot of ghostwriting in the game as well. So things like that, I like to see the performance was better. So if y'all are going to do a versus, I still think y'all need to take my idea into consideration and do a video versus Busta Rhymes versus Missy Elliott. I'm just saying. Y'all ain't gonna take my advice, that's fine. But I'm just saying, I feel like, that would be an awesome versus.
Pass that Dutch.
I'm just saying, because they both have, if you think about Busta Rhymes videos and you think about Missy Elliott's videos, they have to have the most creative videos, in my opinion, in hip hop. That's just over time, you can put them up against one another, be like, wow, the most creative video that I have seen of Missy Elliott was Get Your Freak On. Get Your Freak On was the most creative. And the most creative of Busta Rhymes is Give me some more. Give me some more. Give me some more.
By with Janet Jackson.
Give me some more.
Okay. That's okay. What's gonna be?
Not the one
Okay.
with Janet Jackson. I have to show you. Give me some more.
I think I know what you're talking about.
You know what I'm talking about? Those are the most creative that I've seen, but they always have crazy concepts for their videos, and it works, and I love it. So, I would like to see a video versus between the two of them. That's all. All right. So, Yo Gotti, T.I., that's not the greatest matchup, but I don't think everybody T.I. called out. I don't think they were going.
Let me make sure I got that correct. Hold on
I
one
think
second.
I saw that. I believe that's right.
Because I posted it on our page.
Yeah, I think that's correct. I think that's right. I think that's the next one. All right. So, listen up, California. Y'all thought y'all had Gavin Newsom, right? Y'all thought y'all had Gavin.
Is he a Republican or a Democrat?
He's a Democrat. They were going to put Larry Elder up, who was a Republican, up against him, who was also black. Okay? And he's like one of the worst Republicans. He's one of the Trump Republicans.
Because he already was talking before they even had the votes. He was doing a Trump, talking about the election's going to be rigged.
Yeah. So, Gavin Newsom said, hold my beer. Okay? Hold my beer real quick. The Democrats said, nope. Y'all, we see what y'all doing in Texas. We see what y'all doing in Florida. We see what y'all doing in Tennessee. We ain't got time for this. No. What we are going to do is we're going to keep the governor we got. That's what we going to do. We're going to keep the governor we got. And we just going to be all right. Because Gavin, I don't know why they decided to come against this guy. I don't know the backstory of everything. I just knew that they were doing a recall election. And I really hope that California kept Gavin in. Now, he's still going to have to rerun. This does not extend his term. He still has to gear up for campaigning. If he wants to rerun for governor for the next term, he's going to have to gear up for campaigning, I think, in the next year. So I feel like the recall election was a waste of taxpayer dollars. And it was a waste of resources. That's how I feel. I feel like you could have waited to the next election to run against this man because he got 2 more years left. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to California. I'm glad that you guys kept him. California also said, listen, in order for you to be out in these streets like you want to be, you're going to have to show that you are either fully vaccinated or you have a negative COVID test. That's what they're saying you're going to have to do. And I feel like that's what the deal is going to be in most places. Now, I don't agree with you making people get a vaccine, but I do agree with staying masked up while you're out in public. And I do agree with if you're going to be in a large setting, that you either show that you are vaccinated or show that you have a negative COVID test. So I'm for that. Definitely for that. Congratulations to Gavin Newsom. I hope that when he runs for re-election, he does win again. But yeah. I'm so sick of this. I am. All right, so listen. Joe Biden, right? I just kept the same picture from last week because why change? Biden has a plan, he and the Democrats, to tax the rich. So they're trying to raise the tax requirements. The problem with this is that I think it's going to end up hurting the middle class or the little man. They have a plan to, and this is only a plan, I don't know when this goes into effect, but they're going to be monitoring monies that are coming in through PayPal, Cash App, any deposits over $600. PayPal, Cash App, Venmo, and your banks. Okay? Because they're trying to catch your money, all the money you make under the table that you're not being taxed on, that sort of thing. Here's the problem that I have with that, because it's two separate issues. One is that, and the other is they're going to raise the amount of taxes that the rich pay on capital gains, things like that. issue I have with that is the middle class is going to end up suffering from that. The if you don't change the tax laws on the books, because they find loopholes in the law, and those are loopholes in the law that are on the books right now. So your Jeff Bezos and your head of certain corporations, they don't have to pay taxes because they find out these loopholes, and they're able to donate millions of dollars to different people, different corporations, and those are tax write-offs, and they end up not having to pay anything tax-wise. I
Right.
do agree that everybody should pay their fair share. So if I make
Right.
more money, I agree that yeah, I probably should pay a little bit more. But you also have to take into consideration a lot of these people who have businesses, like a small business, for instance. Why would I as a small business have to pay so much out when I have to pay so much out for operating costs and that sort of thing? I'm not running a multi-million dollar corporation. If that makes sense. So those are some of the things, and of course, these things have not gone to the floor as of yet. They haven't even started debating on it. These are just plans that he announced that he's going to make. But I fear that these plans are going to end up hurting the middle class, people who have side hustles, that sort of thing, and not the rich people, because I feel like they have great accountants, and the accountants are going to make sure that they folk, are good. That's how I feel. We shall see how this turns out, and we'll see if it even makes it off the floor. All right, so T.I. Tiny will not be facing any charges. Why does he look so much taller than her right there when they about the same height? Okay. At any rate, they will not be facing charges. There were charges brought against them in LA and in Las Vegas. Those charges have been dropped, not because they have been proven innocent of said charges, but because the statute of limitations for said charges have passed. So the prosecutors in Las Vegas and LA decided they were not going to move forward with the charges. They possibly will have other charges against them. I think they might be facing charges in New York. I could be wrong. Or maybe those might have been thrown out as well. Here's the thing. I don't know what's going on. We talked about this during the pandemic when these charges first came out. When that they were accused of drugging women or their little, sex games or whatever they play or whatever they tend to do. And one of their best friends, who quote unquote, former friend, who quote unquote was one of the people that went to go get the women for them, kind of snitched on them during the pandemic. And she decided that she was going to get all these women together to come against them, that sort of thing. Which I feel like she needs to go to jail too if she was involved in any of it. But it's been a long rumor that this is what they do. They do the threesomes and they like to drug the girls and all that other stuff. That's been a rumor in the industry for a while. I think if it's true that they need to be punished for it, if it's not, y'all need to sit down. I feel like if I go somewhere and I take drugs, I should not be in that position because I'm willingly taking the drugs and I'm willing to go to party with T.I. and Tiny. And if this is the life, that's how I feel. The girls, all of them never denied knowing what they were doing as far as taking the drugs and stuff. You kind of knew what was up if you went and you go into their hotel room to hang out with them, that sort of thing. It's really crazy. It's a bizarre story. And I'm definitely not victim blaming. Like I said, if they did what they did, they need to go to jail. But I feel like, we wait 20 years later to press charges, statute of limitations is gone, that sort of thing. It's pretty crazy. Yeah. But like I said, this does not absolve them for any wrongdoing. I will put that out there and let you know that right now. Doesn't absolve them from that at all. Oh Jesus.
Yeah.
We talked about T.I. and Gotti doing their verses. Octavia Spence, Octavia Spence
Octavia. Mm-hmm.
had to apologize to Britney Spears. Okay, so we talked about Jamie uh relinquishing his rights as a conservator of Britney Spears estate. Um Britney, no soon as her daddy said, okay, you can have it, girl. She went ahead and got engaged to her now boyfriend, or now he's now fiance. She got engaged to him. Um, their engagement happened. Everybody was congratulatory. Octavia Spencer said, "Congratulations, but girl, make sure you get a prenup." Which that's the advice I would give Britney. Man, sir, you're not rich. She is. Girl, Britney, get a prenup. You had to pay Kevin spousal support. We should know our lesson. Have learned our lesson by now. Get a pre-nuptial agreement. Ma'am, 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 ma'am. Please get it. Get it, get it, get it, get it. Okay? That's how I feel. Get a prenup. Okay? Uh I don't know if Brittany was offended by it, but some people were offended by it. She said I was making a joke, but I was being for real, but I was making a joke. So she said she very happy for Brittany. She said we all are happy for Brittany. We are. We very happy. We've seen what she's gone through. We want nothing but the best for her. We also want you not to lose your money to somebody that comes in and swoops in and takes everything. We don't need no more advantages to be taken of Britney. So I kind of agree with Octavia for the comment that she made, because, like, for real, did she apologized? That's fine. Apologize, Octavia. That's great and good and fine. But I just feel like, Britney, get a prenup. You should, girl. You should. That's how I feel. What are your thoughts, Wendy?
Well, you know what? I think Octavia did that to keep the peace.
I think she did too.
I mean, if you're gonna get mad because somebody suggested or gave you a sound advice of getting a prenup, and you're gonna be mad over that,
Yes.
maybe your dad should have kept your conservatorship.
No, he shouldn't have kept the conservatorship.
I'm just
He
being
was he was
sarcastic.
being straight abusive with that junk. He was holding all of the cards. So I definitely don't believe that he should be in control of her conservatorship, because he had her working like a whole slave, which leads me to believe that was he taking money from her because he
Probably
had her
so.
working like crazy, doing this Vegas shows and all this other stuff that she didn't want to do. It's pretty crazy. But Brittany did take a break from social media so that she can enjoy her engagement. Congrats to her. But she do need to get a prenup. All right, so
Girl, some people don't need to be tweeting. And she's on my high list. Her and Trump. That's why they took his account away.
so Nicki Minaj got on social media. So here's the thing, y'all didn't see the whole. A lot of they only pinpointed one tweet, which was the tweet about the cousin's friend who was gonna get married and said he got the vaccine and his testicles became enlarged, which sounds more like an STD or STI instead of you took the vaccine. Um, but she was talking about her thoughts and her still doing research for herself on the vaccine, and how she felt like she was probably going to end up getting it anyway, because if she had to tour or had to go overseas for anything, she definitely had to have the vaccine. So she said she's probably going to get it anyway, but she was saying don't let people bully you into getting the vaccine. you know Pray about it, do your research, and make the best decision for you.
Mm-hmm.
I think she could have did away with the story about the cousin's friend. Okay. She and Joy Ann Reid got into it. When Joy Ann Reid was saying that was irresponsible of her for her having 22 million followers. She said, "I got 2 million followers. You got 22 million followers, and you got people that are going to ride for you. that are going to follow your advice and believe what you said about that. And lo and damn behold, there was some people protesting in Atlanta in front of the CDC saying that they've been lying to us about the vaccine because of what Nicki Minaj tweeted. Furthermore, the prime minister in Trinidad kind of scolded her and got on her case and was like, yo, first of all, you claim Trinidad. However, you ain't been here to do nothing. You claim Trinidad when it's convenient for you. Okay? You claim it when it's convenient for you. When you need to claim a set, you claim Trinidad to make yourself feel better about where you came from. But you ain't never really did anything for us down here in Trinidad. So he said they responded. I think they responded like a day or two later because they wanted to research and make sure that what she was saying was true. And it was not. So Nikki got mad at Joy-Ann Reid because she felt like Joy-Ann took that opportunity to down a black woman. And Joy was like, no, I'm not. You have a responsibility. You know, you could have said, do the research for yourself without telling that story.
Right.
You could have done that without telling that story. And I get what she was trying to do, but she just failed at doing what she was trying to do. And so, you know, her and Joy-Ann Reid went back and forth. There were a lot of reporters she went back and forth with. Not only that, then she stated to Joy-Ann Reid she was mad because her cousin might find out about the story. I'm like, you got 22 million followers, girl. You concerned about the news reporter? When your 22 million followers could have showed this to your cousin in Trinidad, you don't know who's following you down there. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's crazy. So all of that it was just a series of unfortunate events. Now, a lot of people seem to think that Nikki's going through all this crazy stuff because her husband, Kenneth Petty, recently is going to trial for not reporting being a sex offender when they moved to LA. And the victim from the rape case that he was charged with is suing Nicki Minaj right now. So they're going through some stuff, you know, because they're claiming that Nicki Minaj's crew, people that know her, are harassing her, sending her harassing messages, calling her, won't leave her alone. She just doesn't want this drama or this, you know, stuff coming her way. And yeah, so a lot of people seem to feel like that's the issue between why Nicki is doing all of this. The White House did call Nicki Minaj, reached out to her to have a conversation with her. She said they invited her to the White House. The White House said, no, we didn't invite you, girl. We just want to have a conversation with you on the phone. There's a lot going on. All in all, if you have a following, you have a responsibility. Period. I get what you were trying to do. I honestly get what you were trying to do. And all your other tweets, I read the whole thread. I didn't just hone in on that tweet. I read the entire thread, and her message was, do not let them bully you into getting a vaccine because we don't have all of the information. They're finding out information about the vaccines each and every day. So I get what she was saying. Wholeheartedly get what she was saying. She could have did away with the testicle story. That's all I'm saying. We didn't need to know about nobody's testicles being enlarged and all this stuff, and they impotent, they can't have kids, and now they can't get married. When in actuality, sir, you was probably out there dipping it and doing it with whoever, and you caught the itches and the scratches.
But don't they already have a child?
Who?
Nicki Minaj.
No, she was saying this about her cousin's friend.
Oh,
that's what the tweet was about. The tweet was, my cousin's friend was getting ready to get married. He got the vaccine, and his testicles became enlarged. And not only did his testicles become enlarged, but it made him impotent. How can you find out that you're impotent? I don't know. So the girl divorced him. Or not divorced him, the girl called off the wedding.
I'm just not. So, I mean, because that shouldn't be a reason to end an engagement. If you know what I'm saying, if you really love that person, you can find other ways. There's other ways. However, hold on. Other ways. I'm thinking what you're thinking. He done caught an STD or STI.
He just in the scratches from somebody. He got
and she found out about it.
And she found out about it. That's a more viable story than I got the vaccine and this is what happened. That's all I'm saying. I love you, Nikki. I know you're going through a lot, but girl, you could have did away with that part of the story. You could have just told people to think before you get the vaccine. Do your research. Don't be bullied into getting it. A, B, C, D, E, F, and G. I heard that message. She said she herself would probably end up getting the vaccine because she got to travel. She got to work. And a lot of countries said, if you ain't got no vaccine, you can't come over here because we don't want your germs and your beans and disease. You know? So, yeah. This is where I am in life. All right, Cameron Hamilton, Memphis' own Cameron Hamilton show aired on HGTV. Aired on HGTV this weekend. The show comes on Saturdays, HGTV, and I think, is it Discovery Plus? At 10
I think so.
Yeah. It aired last night. I missed it. I'm going to have to go back and watch it. But the name of the show is called Renew My Rental. And she is going to different places, rental properties, apartments, and redoing the style in their apartments or rental spaces. So I'm excited to see this. This is her dream. She won. We talked about this some months ago, how she won HGTV Star. That on that show, she was the winner. So this is the show that she got as a result of that. I'm super excited. I can't wait to see the premiere episode. Make sure y'all tune in and support this woman. She is amazing. I've seen a lot of her work. It's really, really good.
Good job.
Yep. All right. We might be here for a minute because
you know what? I'm thinking one of the son, the living son, had something to do with it.
No. The living son did not. Let's talk about this. Let me break this down for you so you can get this. Let's talk about it. Because the living son ain't even no adult. So let's talk about it. So fast forward, earlier this year, the oldest son.
You mean rewind?
Okay. The oldest son and the mother died on one of their properties out in the
right. They got shot and killed, right?
Shot and killed. Okay. Let me tell you what the issue with that is. The oldest son killed some people on the boat. It was a boat accident. He was literally on probation at the time when he died. Okay. So they owned the boat. He was driving the boat under the influence. Some people lost their lives. Okay. So
and their family came back after them.
I don't know if this family came back after them or not, but I'm just telling you what happened. Okay. Mm-hmm. So that happened. Meanwhile, Alex,
isn't that the
pills?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Because it was a scandal about him, right?
Right. Because Alex Murdaugh is one of the big. They have a law family. You know, they were. His grandfather was a district attorney. His father was he is a lawyer. They have a law family. That's what they.
And wasn't his son going to school, law school, or something like
probably.
that?
I can't remember, but probably. So it's just him and the youngest son left. Okay. Youngest son is probably devastated. I lost my mama. I don't know how he felt about his brother. His dad.
But hold on. But didn't he get shot too?
No, I don't remember the youngest son getting shot.
No, not the youngest son. The dad.
I'm getting to that. Hold
on. Okay.
Separate incident. So Alex Murdaugh got addicted to pills. I don't know how, but he got addicted to pills. He was embezzling money from his law firm. And he resigned when they found out, but his law license, of course, is suspended. As a result of this, he decided to hire a hitman to kill him so he could leave a $10 million life insurance policy for his youngest son. So his youngest son won't have to worry about anything, because right now with him alive, it don't make sense. Okay?
So he tried to plan his own suicide.
He tried to plan his own suicide. So at first, I thought Alex was going to get away with it. Let me tell you, I thought he was going to get away with it. Alex they had found the guy who tried to kill him. It didn't work. First of all, if you're gonna hire a hitman, hire one that ain't gonna miss, dog. That man grazed the back of your head. He grazed the back of your head.
I wish I had the music.
It ain't funny, but it is, because it's like when the hitman goes wrong or suicide goes wrong, and I'm sure he promised the hitman or paid the hitman money to do this for him, right? So they charged the hitman with all this stuff. I said, so y'all not gonna charge Alex? Because they were like, well, he's depressed and he's going through all this. Alex turned himself in 2 days ago. So they are going to get Alex because there's insurance fraud. There's you done hired a hitman to kill you. What on earth? How?
Why would you do that to your son?
Who did already lost his brother
and mother? Oh my gosh. Make me say, oh my God.
Let me say this. Lifetime. If y'all don't do this movie, I'm doing it. I'm doing it. I know they're going to pick this up like next month. I already know. This is wild.
So, do you not think, hold on, do you not think that a hitman was involved with the mother and the son, the oldest son?
I don't know if a hitman was involved with the mother and the oldest son.
Because think about it. Just think about it. Unless the family of the deceased victims of the oldest son,
that makes more sense.
Retaliate.
That makes more sense.
Could it possibly been he hired a hitman
to kill
his family so he can get some money? You never know. I watched so much Dateline.
Let me tell you why it doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense because then you would have to kill. I feel like, why would you leave this son alive and kill your wife and your oldest son? You see what I'm saying? Why leave this son alive?
When they got shot, where was the younger son?
I don't think the younger son was at the house with them. That's what I'm telling you. The younger son was somewhere else. I don't know where. He just was somewhere else.
Well, maybe this was a hit and miss, like the paid hitman to kill him.
This is what I think. I think if a hitman was involved, I think one of them families hired the hitman and they hired the right hitman to not miss. That's what I think happened. It seems like a story of retaliation. They eliminated him because he wasn't there. I don't know now. It could be more to it. I have to do a little bit more digging. Maybe some more stuff will come out. Maybe the hitman will talk. I don't know. But yeah. So I imagine his accounts are frozen. Credit cards can't be used. All this stuff. So you've left your youngest son in a bigger mess than.
Why would his account be frozen?
At the time, they didn't want him to go anywhere, I'm sure, before he turned himself in. He's a flight risk.
Okay. But I can understand him being a flight risk.
He's a flight risk.
But what does that have to do?
And then on top of that, not only that, you embezzle money from your company.
Okay, yeah, you got to pay that back.
So, yeah, no.
Okay.
It's crazy. Very, 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 very crazy. Very crazy. So yes, this is gonna be a Lifetime movie. I can't wait to see it. I can't wait to see it. This is a mess. It's not funny, but it's a whole bit. I was like, what in the Lifetime movie network?
It trips me out how they say Hallmark teach you how to, shows you how to fall in love with your husband, whereas Lifetime teach you how to kill your husband.
Hey, Lifetime and Oxygen. Look. Oh my God, it's a mess. Okay, well, I hope his son that's still living is. I pray for peace for him. And I pray
he probably want to go to a lot of therapy.
Probably. And I hope and pray that he does have family that's going to support him, even though his dad is being has been a total and complete blood wipe throughout this whole situation. Um, so yeah, I think the guy shot him in his
That needs to be
driveway.
on Dateline. I wonder, has that been on
It's
Dateline?
probably going to be on Dayline. I mean, it just happened, but it's probably going to be on Dayline. It's probably going to be on Dayline. They're probably going to have it on Crime TV. They're going to have it on all of the channels. They're going to do different things on it. I'm almost certain, but I know this is a Lifetime movie in the making. I promise to God, this is going to be a Lifetime movie. If Netflix don't get the rights to it first. All right, here we go.
Okay, this is always bugged me. But when you on the expressway, people, the passing lane is not for you to drive the speed limit. You're backing up traffic when you on the passing lane, which is the far left driving lane. And if you don't intend on passing cars, get to the next lane. I'm tired. In those 18-wheelers, you see the sign that says trucks use the right two lanes. You're not supposed to be on the passing lane either unless you're going to pass and get over. I'm going to need y'all folks to learn the expressway highway rules, please. Because it pisses me off when I'm in my groove. You won't let me be great on the road. I got to take my son to school and get back here in time enough to log in for work. And y'all would not let me be great because y'all thinking, I'm just going to get in this far left lane and just drive. Oh, I see a whole bunch of cars behind me. When you see about 5 or 10 cars behind you, that means you're the problem. And then, hold on. Then when when the fourth or fifth car really, and I'm always the fourth or fifth car, decides to go to the middle lane and then pass you, then you decide to move over. It happens every time. I'm like,
yeah.
And they just don't want me to be great. They don't want me to be great. But guess what? I'm going to still be great on the road. I made it in Nashville in 2 hours. I'm great.
Oh my God. Well.
Oh my God. What about you?
I guess I can start with the driving. First of all, people, the rules of the road. If you stop, 4-way stop, you stop, another car stop, and I stop. Guess who go first?
The one on the right of you, right?
Correct. Why this lady was mad at me because I stopped after she did. She blowing at me to go. But ma'am, I stopped last. I stopped last. It's not my goal. It's your goal. I went on and went, but I was like, ma'am, you need to learn the rules of the road. Whoever stops last don't go next. They don't go next. Mm-mm. That's not how that goes.
And that be making me mad too, because when you on a 4-way stop and you behind somebody and they just sit there. You stop first, go. Stop letting these other people go.
That part right there. Additionally, dear drag races in your
Chargers
with no tags, in your Chargers and your Challengers. Jalen and I were coming from his football game yesterday. I get off on the interstate, going down the street on my way home, and you're in the middle of a major street, turning donuts in the middle of the street. Y'all ain't got no parking lot y'all can do that on. Y'all ain't got no back roads in the country y'all can go do that on.
You
Why
can
are
see
you doing it in the middle of traffic?
You know they do it on the middle of the expressway too.
Yes.
They hold up the whole expressway. They stopped the whole expressway just so they can do donuts.
Because people are dying because y'all are being idiots. You're racing. Go to a racetrack and race for your adrenaline. I think certain people should not have chargers or challengers. I really feel like that wholeheartedly. I don't think they need them. And I don't know
I
why.
think those type of cars should be for police officers only.
No, they shouldn't be for police officers only. But I do think that they should be banned. Like these little young people don't need that. You don't need no challenger, no charge. You don't. You need to be a real adult in real life before you get them, because you are out here driving like an idiot in them. You're driving like, and then you wonder why your insurance is $1,000 a month, because you drive like a bat out of hell in these cars.
Man.
No.
Another thing, if you're gonna make a right turn your right signal.
Turn the signal on, period.
Yes, turn your signal.
Because
you're gonna make a left
turn on no signal, and I'm supposed to know you getting ready to turn. So if I run in the back of you because I don't know what you about to do, you stop abruptly to make a turn. That's on you, Jack.
And see, now I'm like this. I'm gonna have to buy me a dash cam. So if I hit somebody because they failed to signal, I'd be like, "Come on, let me show you. Let me show you, bro. This."
It's crazy.
Those are my pet peeves. You driving slow on the passing lane. You don't know the rules of the four-way stop. And that really ticks me off when the traffic lights are off and you have to treat it as four-way stop.
Yeah. Because people don't.
So you literally have to pray for your life that you make it across.
They don't know how it works at all. Not only that, let me say this. If you tell me that I need to be somewhere at a certain time and I'm there at that time, I should not have to wait an hour and a half or an hour and whatever. You should just tell me to be there at the time that you're going to be there. Don't give me no time that you definitely not going to be there, or you not going to show up because you spent all night being booed up or partying or whatever that situation looks like for you. Yesterday, my schedule was thrown off because I was told to be somewhere for an appointment at 8:00 in the morning. I got up early. I was there for the appointment at 8:00 in the morning. The person that I was supposed to meet, or that my children were supposed to meet, was not there. And I'm calling you and I'm texting you. You're not responding. I had other things to do. I had to work. I had to meet a customer yesterday. I had to go to the football game for my child. It's a lot that happens. And when people cannot work with your schedule or inconvenience you, it becomes a problem for everybody involved. Do what you need to do. If you tell somebody you're going to be there, be there. Now, am I late? Sometimes I am. But every time that you tell me you're going to be there at a certain time and you're not, that messes me up and messes my time up of what I have to do. I hate that. If I'm going to be go out of my way to be on time, you need to do the same. If I have an appointment with a customer, and I have been late before, I have. Things happen, things come up. I get and understand that. But every time you tell me to be there early and you ain't never there on time, that's a problem for me. It's a whole problem for me. The entire problem. Because that's messing with my time and the things that I have to do. If I ain't had nothing else to do on a Saturday, the kids would have been there whenever you decided to show up, and they just would have been there all day. But I don't feel like that is, you're not caring about other people. I don't like that. You're not caring about other people's time, and I just can't get behind it. That I hate that. That's a pet peeve of mine. If you tell me you're gonna do something, I expect you to do it. Period. I try to be a woman of my word. I expect everybody to be a man or woman of their word. That's it. That's all. I'm done. Okay. I'm done.
Feel better? Feel better?
A little bit. That ticked me out because I was ripping and running yesterday. I was so tired. I'm still tired from yesterday because it was just a mess.
I got one more thing that's bugging me.
Okay.
These damn apartment prices don't make no damn sense. They are skyrocketing these apartment
Because
prices.
people ain't paying their rent.
And that is not my problem.
It's not your problem, but I'm just telling you what it is. It's a supply and
I
demand situation. They know
the
that.
enclave, the enclave. There used to be the registry at Wolf Chase.
Mm-hmm.
In the beginning of 2020, $900 for a 2-bedroom, 2-bathroom. Now we're looking at $1,400-$1,500 a month.
Yep. They're losing money, although they've getting. So let me say this: a lot of landlords, just like people had money to pay rent or got money to pay rent during the pandemic because they were unable to work or whatever the situation was looking like. The landlords were able to get some type of stimulus or some type of funds as well. I don't know what that looked like for individual landlords or companies that had apartment complexes, but it wasn't like, I don't feel like they lost out a whole lot. And somebody can correct me if I'm wrong, but from my understanding, the government gave money to them as well. So with the eviction moratorium that's taking place, they're not able to put people out, although I've seen some people get put out in spite of, but they're not supposed to put people out right now during the pandemic. That's what that's about. Because jobs at the time weren't plentiful, or you couldn't have so many people working a particular shift, so it was hard to get hours, that sort of thing. So that became a thing. A lot of restaurants have gone to just pick up only. That's what they've gone to. They're just pick up only. They don't have their indoor dining. And a lot of Rafferty's is one of them. I heard. They're just
Girl, Rafferty's. I pick up at Rafferty's on Germantown Parkway all the time, and they got people sitting down.
well, the one on Poplar has gone to
Dining, I mean, take out, carry
take
out,
out
and
only. Take out only. I didn't know they had one in I didn't know they had one out that way. I only knew of the one that was on Poplar, and
I pick
I
up
understand.
all the time. All the time. Every like once a week, I have a pickup at Rafferty's. And their dining area be off the chain.
Okay, well, the one on Poplar, not so much. So it's a lot of restaurants going to that. We went to go take Josh out for his birthday. We went to Genghis Grill. It's one of his favorite restaurants, and that was a pickup only situation. We could only pick up food, um, and take it home and eat it. That was it. That was the extent of his birthday dinner. So I say that to say this. Um, a lot of places have changed how they do things because they don't have the staff, and I don't know if they're not paying them enough situation. A lot of places are not. I'm finding Family Dollars closing early because they don't have enough staff on hand in a lot of places. Some stores aren't even opening for days at a time because they don't have staff, they don't have people to work. So it's just a mess. But the the thing is, because they quote unquote have lost money, although some people do have rental assistance, maybe the rental assistance isn't enough. I'm not sure what the situation is, but a lot of them have gone up. And here's the thing: the housing market is crazy right now too. It's extremely crazy.
I know
So
the sellers market is good, but
yeah,
buyers is
no, it's not bad for the buyers either. They have very low interest rates right now.
really.
Yeah, they have extremely low interest rates
I
for
need to
buyers right now.
hurry up and get inside a house.
Huh?
I need to hurry up and get inside a house
Yeah.
because
So
I am
so
going crazy.
buyers and sellers is good. A lot of people are able to sell. A lot of people are refinancing because the interest rates are super low right now. Um. So that's the thing. That's where we are in life with that. Um. So no, it's a good thing on both ends and both sides. Um. But yeah, we gotta do better. A lot of companies got to do better as far as what they're charging people. They have to do a whole lot better than what they're doing. All right, we have another shot glass hour. We're winding down on our shows for the year. We got two more in October, and then we have one in November and one in December, and then we're gonna shut down or close out the year for the shot glass hour, and then we're gonna gear up to do it again in the new year. Kenya Del Mar will be our artist. And she's a dope artist. She plays the piano. She has original music, and she's just really nice with it. So we invite you guys to come out September the 29th at Smooth Living at 1263 Winchester Road. The doors open at 7. Is $10 to get in. Um, we'll have a bar there so you can purchase drinks. Food will be there for purchase as well. And just come out and enjoy the vibe. It's a midweek thing that we do every other Wednesday. So make sure y'all come out and participate. Also, go follow the Shy Glass Hour page on Facebook so you can get all the information about our events and what we have coming up next. So make sure y'all get into that. Wendy, do you have anything special going on?
No, that is it.
Okay. All right. Well, Wendy, tell them how they can reach you.
Of course, you can reach me on Facebook, Wendy Edingbourgh Smith. Instagram is at VLux76. And of course, you can always shop on my website for great skincare products and color cosmetics. And that's www.marykay.com/WEDINGBOURGH.
Yes. You guys can reach Heather, which is a third of our trifecta at Heather's Passion Academy on Facebook and on YouTube, and then on her website, www.heatherspassionacademy.com. I know she's going to be coming back with Moist Mondays, I think towards the end of this month. So y'all make sure y'all are following her to get in on that conversation that they have about sexuality and relationships. Also, the review crew where we review these crazy reality shows having to do with relationships. So make sure y'all join us for that. And then you guys can reach me on Facebook at Vicskeyas Faith More, Instagram at Vicskeyas Faith, and Twitter at Vicskeyas Faith as well. You can contact us at the Size Up on Facebook at the Size Up, Instagram at the Size Up 2102. YouTube, the Size Up Official Podcast. Make sure y'all following that. Go to YouTube, hit the subscribe button, and also hit the notification bell so that you can notify when we do videos. We have right now 2 podcasts that we are funneling through the Size Up Official Podcast YouTube page, and one is the Size Up, of course, and the other one is It's On that we record on Monday evening. So tomorrow night we'll be back here again with It's On. And that podcast is where we talk about TV shows and movies and things that happen on the Netflix and the Hulu and all of that, all things TV and movies. And then email the Size Up, the Size Up 2102 at gmail.com. Listen to our podcast on Anchor, Google Podcasts, Spotify, Breaker, Overcast, Pocket Cast, Radio Public, or SoundCloud. Thank you guys for joining us. We thank you guys for listening and joining us. Come back tomorrow night. Like I said, we should be here by 7 for It's On.
We may need to make a change, but we talk about that.
Okay, we can. So just make sure y'all follow us, and like I said, go to the YouTube page and subscribe to the Size Up Official Podcast over there on YouTube. Make sure y'all check us out. That's all we got for you today. Y'all have a good day. Bye.
Bye.